Hello, and thanks for tuning in. In this review, I'm going to be heading back overseas and taking a look at another zany Japanese splatter film. And now, Vampire Girl vs. Frankenstein Girl. The movie's about two monster schoolgirls, one a vampire, one a Frankenstein-type monster, both fighting for the affections of a teenage boy. I realize the plot sounds rather ridiculous, and it is. I guess it's based on a popular manga, but as I don't read that stuff, I have no real context to base how accurate it is. I can, however, say that this film is a ton of fun. And I know, horrible title, but what are you gonna do? It's translated from the Japanese. The overall pacing and structure of the film is really solid. They don't rush things. They take their time with setup and world building, and it pays off. It also looks really good, with an almost soft-focused look to it, something I'm always a fan of. There's also a number of incredibly striking visuals. The movie never goes for realism, and the over-stylization does pay off. It was co-directed by genre legend Yoshihiro Nishimura, of Mutant Girl Squad, Tokyo Gore Police, and Meatball Machine fame. So once again, if you're familiar with any of his previous films, you kinda know what to expect here. Overall, the acting is pretty solid. There are a few moments of the dialogue being a bit too silly, but again, it's both translated and dubbed, so I'm not gonna take any points off for it. However, the film is chock full of incredibly memorable and diverse characters. The jokes in the movie are completely tasteless while also retaining a slight air of social commentary. This definitely adds to the overall lighthearted and fun attitude of the movie. The practical gore is really gooey and nice, with some excellent gross-out moments. However, there are more than a few really bad CG effects. Oh, and the fake vampire teeth look like shit, but I'm not going to take any points off for that one. Despite the film's admittedly terrible title, the Frankenstein Girl doesn't show up until about 59 minutes into the movie. And I do say this is the one place where the pacing stumbles a bit, most likely due to the fact that the majority of the aforementioned CG is in this part. The film's soundtrack is surprisingly strong. It's definitely not my go-to genre, but it certainly works within the context of the movie. In closing, despite a terrible title and a really silly premise, Vampire Girl vs. Frankenstein Girl manages to be a ton of fun. While I've been a fan of this movie from the first time I've seen it, I have to admit, it's definitely grown on me considerably over the years. So much so that I might even rank it as my #1 selection from this wacky subgenre. For gorehounds or anyone looking for an outrageously fun 85 minutes, I would definitely recommend giving this one a watch.